All right. It is now February, I think the 9th. I'm not sure exactly here. Maybe the 10th. Anyway, it's Wednesday in February here. Anyway, this is the motor that was sent to Travis for his car. Here's the cover, marking what they pulled it from. This is their part number, I guess. This is his car. His old motor's still bolted up to the trans, or actually the trans is unbolted, but I dropped the motor and transmission, subframe all as one unit. His car junk timing, we believe. So anyway, so we get this new motor from eBay. This is one of them eBay beauties right here. And first issue I discovered, of course, was cracked, the timing Vanos thing. However, this is the bigger issue. This thing has gobs and gobs of black junk in it. Nobody's changed the frickin' oil in this thing and it looks like forever. This is the worst oil cake I've ever witnessed in my entire life. About the only good thing that would have came out of this whole entire situation is his starter had some jackhole installed it all jacked up, broke the starter on it when they installed it. It was still starting the car, so I guess it's good. And this one came with a starter because it's a pain in the ass to remove it. So that would have been the only good thing. I was willing to take all the Vanos setup off of here and see if I can't fix it until I just got this valve cover off and I saw what the inside of this thing is. Just fucking horrible. Now that this engine, oh yeah, and this thing appears, I couldn't get it out. It's stuck, but we got extras. I am going to advise him that this is not a suitable motor for the amount and volume of work involved with installing a motor into this thing. This thing is just horrible. I mean, most of the stuff is at least a 1/4 inch, at some points as thick as 3/4 of an inch or more. I mean, this thing didn't leak oil apparently from the valve cover because it was dried up in there. This alone is part of the actual functional running of the engine, so on that alone I'm pretty sure that violates the whole agreement that it's a good running engine. It could have happened when they removed it. It was on a pallet. It was on this pallet, which was strapped down to another bigger pallet, and the trucker seemed to didn't there. So this ding right here looks like it's older. So it might have happened during the accident whenever they removed, or when the person, I don't know. There's no sign of leaking here, so to me that almost means it was done post when they drain the oil out of the engine. I don't know. This thing's a garbage motor. There's no way for the volume of work to put this in is this thing worth it. But not going to be my call. I'm going to put this on the YouTube and let Travis and his eBay seller decide what they want to do if he wants this thing in here. Don't get me wrong. I believe this engine actually probably does run reasonably well. It just a sign that this is not a taken care of motor, and I would not want to be replacing this engine 2,000 miles from now. I probably could have found this out just by opening up the oil filter, but either way, here's their tag that was on the motor so that they can see B4207. And as we can see, his thing had its own problems. He had terrible oil leaking from everywhere and had his own series of problems in his car. So I guess we'll let everybody else decide. And this is Malachi signing off. I am a Bavarian sadist, apparently.